brand new 0 meter. The following procedures are across the board for just about all brake jobs. And as you can see, the rotors aren't really smooth. They have these lines in them. So we have to put this disc on a brake lathe so that the new pads could properly sit in and burnish properly. And these old pads will be replaced as well because they're worn out. And I'm gonna go through this procedure so you guys can see how to properly do a brake job. A lot of people like to do pad replacements. Well, that's not really the correct way to do it. You need to do the resurfacing or replacing the rotors as well. So first thing I'm gonna do is retract the piston, and normally I do that by just sticking a screwdriver or a pry bar here and then just kind of pry up on it, and it'll get most of it in there. Depending on the design of the caliper, you may or may not be able to do that. There's 2 bolts here. I normally just loosen the bottom one just to save time. Go ahead and swing this out like that. Now this vehicle is gonna need all brakes all the way around, but I'm just gonna show you guys how to do it once, because we're just gonna repeat the process all over again. You never want to leave these calipers hanging, because these rubber hoses are, you know, they can tear up, and then you have another set of problems. Hang them not on the hose, but on a device like this hook here. So now we're gonna remove the 2 bolts for the bracket. Normally there'll be 2 of them. I've already loosened them. And this slides right on out. Go ahead and put this here for now. As you can see, not very smooth. You can feel right here, it's uneven, and that's normal wear and tear. So we're gonna set this up on the brake lathe, and I just so happen to have a brake lathe, so I love this thing. It's time saver. So we go ahead and tighten this up. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and turn on the spindle. I like to take a look and just to make sure I don't see no crazy wobble or anything like that here on the edges. That seems alright. And the minimum is 24 millimeters. So we're just gonna go ahead and, I got 25.74. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. 25.74. So I have enough material that I can shave off. As you can see, these pads are worn. I like to just clean these surfaces up right here. And lubricate these sliding pins. Now you have to use, I like to use, using it for a long time, and it's what I prefer to use. There are lubricants that come for these sliding pins. But you cannot use multi-purpose grease. That is a no-no. Why? Because right here is a rubber. If you use petroleum-based grease, that rubber will swell up and it's gonna lock this pin in place. Once this pin gets locked in place, you don't have that movement, you're gonna wear out your pads a lot faster and you're gonna lock up the brakes. Okay. So I'll get back with you guys when the rotor's done. All right, guys. Well, the brake rotor is done. As you can see, it looks very nice. We're gonna go ahead and remove this. So we're gonna turn the spindle on. We're gonna use this brake hone here. We're gonna give it a non-directional pattern. We're gonna get on both sides, and that's just to help the braking in process of the new pad. If you ever replace new brake rotors, you notice that they have a non-directional pattern, or it looks like a swirl around. That's why they do that. Is brand new 0 meter. We're gonna give it a final measure, see where we at. 25.4, so that's pretty good. We still got plenty of material there. It's not below specs. So this rotor is safe to put back into service. So we're just gonna mount this up again, just like so. We're gonna put the bracket on. Remember, I put the wear indicator here on this side, right here. Got the 2 bolts. Here, go ahead. Go. Okay. So I went ahead and lubricated this pin. Now we're gonna go ahead and compress this. And I normally use this big channel lock here. You can use a C-clamp if you have one. See how this slides in and out? If that pin locks up, it's not going to do that anymore. Then you have premature brake wear. And that's it. Now we mount the tire. We're done with this side. And we're done. Now repeat on all 4. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe, and catch you on the next video.